cold at the touch, dead in the eyes, no signs of life no more. I put your love under the knife. Leave me to die here all alone. No signs of life no more, no. A crying dove may never fly. It's black and white. Yeah. Black and white. Oh. 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 It's black and white. Black and white, just let me go. It's only right for all I know. It's only matter. It's calico. It's black and white. Just let me go. It's only right for all I know. It's only matter. It's calico. It's black and white. White.
Good evening, everybody. We are back live for another week of the Meeseeks Monday Royale. Of course, it's your boy Verdict. Got with me my guy Gil Mania, as always. Gil, how are you doing tonight, my guy?
Doing just great. Getting already set up for today's matches. We're gonna be starting off yet again with the Meeseeks Monday Royale. This time it's gonna be transmitted through the Meeseeks channel. So there you go. Make sure that if you haven't already, drop a follow in here too.
That is right, guys. Get us to 500. I know we're like not even quite halfway there, if I'm not mistaken. We might be 245, so we're almost halfway there. We need all the help we can get. So, guys, do us a favor. Make sure that you go ahead and drop a follow on the Meeseeks Mobile Go channel, as we will be doing at least 2 to 3 streams of our events monthly on this channel. So, we are in the lobby getting ready to go for game number 1. We do have a few familiar faces. I know you got the teams pulled up. Anybody in particular that we need to look at? You know, anybody that's in the lobby that's joining us, you know, for consecutive weeks? Anybody to note?
Well, we do have Palace eSports, of course, as per usual. The roster from Lockdown Gaming, a few names from there. In eSports, Nativos Latinos are going to be joining us for the second week in a row, after a really interesting turn of events last week, where, if I'm not mistaken,
yeah, I'm about to say interesting is probably a little bit of an understatement, because I believe Palace Esports laid a few goose eggs that just put them in a position not to even contest for a top 5 spot, right?
They ended up being a top 8, top 9 maybe. And they did struggle a lot. There was quite a few games where it was just not it, you know. They were struggling a lot in a lot of team fights. Ultimately, finding another squad that was finally for the first time being able to put up a fight against Palace Esports on that platform that they love to go so often.
As you say that, I'm actually going to see if I can get the scores in for us to look at from last week, because I don't think we even had a chance to do so. I think I got it pulled up right here for us to look at. That's right, boys and girls. Nativos Latinos took the bag last week, as they racked up 51 kills and 206 points. Demise, one of those teams that we had in the kill feed constantly, dropped 52 kills and 196 points. Third place, guys over at Bot Artillery, do we have them in the lobby this week? That'd be interesting to know, because I don't think they play consistently week in, week out like we've seen some of these guys do. No.
Yeah, and that's
they are
what
not
we
in the lobby.
seek for. They're not, huh? Well, we do have a pretty stacked lobby in a way, but I do not see yet again a few names like Wicked. I do see Wicked Elite, but of course Wicked Main is not gonna be joining us this week. Who I do see is gonna be a few teams from E6 joining us, Fidelis and Caritas.
Oh, neat. So Caritas is going to be in the lobby. That I don't see actually at the moment. What team are they supposed to be?
I think they should be on 6 if they were to be here.
Oh, they are here. It's no. Okay, I see Nova's bot self right there at the bottom, or the first row. And then we've got the Fidelis team, which has recently acquired a few notable names, a few newer names in the books, which I'm not sure where they are. I think it's going to be, would it be Team 21 maybe?
Who? Sorry?
What team is Fidelis?
Fidelis, that is 3. It's supposed to be on 3, so that's going to be missing as well.
Oh, there they go. We got Rise joining the lobby. Come on now. Rise is actually going to be on the roster. That's funny. That's so funny.
Yeah, we're about to start the game, so I think there's gonna be missing on the Fidelis, but we do have a full squad for Caritas, so let's see what that's about, as we are gonna be starting off soon with the game number 1 in the tournament.
Game number 1 is about to go down. This is a 4-game series. Winner takes home the cash prize of what, $40?
I do believe so, yeah.
Yeah, $40 bucks. This is a Trovo sponsored event. That's right, guys. This is going to be brought to you by JuJu Energy, HyperX, SXC Thumb Sleeves, and Trovo. Also, the cash prize is going to be provided by the guys over at SNS. So, huge shout out to SNS, you guys, coming through week in, week out, making sure this is a steady thing. So, we appreciate it, as we are going to go ahead and gear up and jump into game number 1 of the B6 Monday Royale. Predictions, guys.
Predictions. I think after last week, basically that broke out most of our predictions, if I'm not mistaken. Having Palace Esports, if I'm being completely honest, underperforming last week, and with a new name like NL Esports dropping out big numbers, I don't think I would be able to drop my own predictions. But yeah, if you guys have an opinion of your own, make sure to drop it in chat to let us know who you think is gonna be. Is going to be at least contested for the top 5 this week.
Definitely going to be an interesting one indeed, as I'm taking a look at the mini map here, or the big map. I got it pulled up. I do see a platform over here, an outpost. There's also going to be 2 areas where you can get legendary items at, over in Ski Town and Overgrown. Kill House is going to be one of those places as well, Circus and Pier. So we're going to see a plethora of people going towards Radar Base, Black Market, Standoffs, Sanitarium, Harbor-ish area. And then we're going to see a plethora of people going towards like Launch Base and Bus Station at the moment, maybe even Overgrown. So we are going to see a plethora of teams kind of bunching up over here at Launch Base. Is that right?
Yeah, in Launch Base, I do see 2 squads over there. There's a few more over on Black Market too. Dark Helmet already picking up the first kill in none other than Scope X from NL Esports. That's going to be a huge kill for them as they continue to knock them out. Like I mentioned, also in Black Market, there's a few people, and a few less, as Aphelion already dropped a few kills for themselves, and a pretty hectic start in game number 1 already.
Hectic indeed, as we do see 2 players from the NL roster actually drop this first game. Excuse me, sorry. Dark Helmet and Gora are the killers, as we see them actually on the move some more, as Dark Helmet's going to take some shots. Ooh, he's going to be oh my god, 1 shot. Matt knocks Rise from the Caritas roster, and Stoney picks up some big kills too. Matt actually going to get that thirst onto Rise there, and that's going to be the first kill for that Duff roster. And the baby is going to pick up Skull Kid. That's going to leave 1 player. No, that's a team wipe from Nativos Latinos. Oh,
wait,
no, they got 1. They got 1 left.
Okay. Oof. I was about to say, like, after such a great week, having them taken out so early on the first game, that would be disasters. And even though there's still one player alive and he's gotten a few of the dog tags, he's still in a lot of danger as he's being chased out by pretty much all that they are close. Bunny is about to drop into
Oh
a fight against
boy.
Draco. He gets knocked out, and it is through NL Esports in game number one. It's gonna be one of the second to first team to be knocked out in this game.
That is tough, my guy. That is super tough. We're going to be on board with Team 7 as they have some action over here from Team 13. Looks like that's going to be that DZ roster. Demise. Demise is going to be in the building. They've already taken down 2. They lost Ultra from AMK earlier in that gunfight, so we're going to take a look and see if we can get any action on these guys. This is going to be another one of those early on gunfights. That's actually going to lead to Wani taking down Ari. That's going to leave one player alive for that Team 7. Ari is going to be knocked and thirsted immediately. So, super exciting here as we get Nativos Latinos, the returning champs from last week, actually going to be taken out of the mix from the guys over at Aphelion. That's right, guys. Aphelion, one of those teams that have, tended to pop off, but just haven't been as consistent as they needed to be in order to move forward in this best of 4 series.
Yeah, we had them have such extraordinary games, but then fall off short in a few more in that same tournament, leading to them being, I believe, in more than a few weeks, being yet super close to that first place, but ultimately not getting it because of 1 or 2 games that are just not it. That's something that we do see a lot of teams struggling with. And the perfect example, which I was not expecting at all, is going to be NL Esports this week. They're going to be the one of the first few, like we mentioned, being eliminated. This doesn't necessarily mean that they are out. We've seen teams being able to pop off in the remaining games, so they can still hold a chance onto being victorious. But I don't know, man. I don't know. The fact that they were not able to fight on for too long is not necessarily too good for them to begin with.
That is absolutely right. And I'm taking a look at the guys over at Palace Esports. They're going to be right outside of Secura over this chip terminal. Several smokes going to go down as they opt to push into this airborne. We're going to see Citrus actually take flight. He's got several players from this lockdown gaming team in the vicinity. They're going to try and centralize on this church building as Anti's going to be taking some shots. Senpai is going to be taking some shots. We're going to see the health go down for the guys over at LDG. And still on the outskirts of this little building doesn't mean that they aren't going to make their way in anytime soon. So Anti's going to be taken down. Citrus is going to be forced to push down from the church top of this building. He's actually going to be spotted by Space. Space Captain actually gets the knock and the thirst on the Citrus. This is not looking too good again for the guys over at Palace Esports, as they already down 1 player, 1 knocked, and I don't believe they've got any trades on that. Am I wrong?
Yeah, they were not able to put up a fight. Senpai, alongside with Raul, are the only ones remaining. Senpai half HP. He did pick up the dog tag from Citrus. Anti, of course, still knocked out, so no dog tag is on the ground just yet. But Palace Esports in a lot of trouble to begin with with what I believe is the first fight that they've taken this game, and against the lockdown roster that last week they did not ended up in the top 5, but they did ended up a bit higher than Palace Esports, and this week is gonna be pretty much the same thing with them struggling a lot against this lockdown roster. I think at the end of the day they are gonna be able to get the dog tags, get the bank-in, but even if they do, like we need to see them be a bit more strategic in a way. We of course know Palace Esports being that super aggressive team that likes to go for those fights, 6 for the enemies. They were doing just that thanks to the airborne, but in this fight, there was definitely not the outcome that they were expecting for.
That is right, as we do see a member of that lockdown gaming team actually retreat, as Becky Bot has taken down 1 player and thirsted them. Rosewind, Samurai, and Loja. I do see Rosewind and Loja's tag scanned in. Samurai's hasn't been picked up just yet, but they still have plenty of time. Looks like at least 2 more minutes left to get those tags in before they expire. Becky is going to go get them on this the snowboard here, and we're gonna go ahead and snowboard the hell out of here because never fun watching people just snowboard out of harm's way. I mean, it's grateful, you know, it's great because you know they get to live to see another day, but at the same time, it's just it's one of those items that I don't feel are necessary in a COD Mobile Battle Royale. Maybe other people will disagree with me. That's okay. You know, everybody has their own opinion. We are going to go ahead and jump over to the guys over at Duff, though, as I do see them on the outskirts of standoff. It looks like they're just kind of camping the building, so we might actually get out of here too. Yep.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be fighting anytime soon, right?
No, probably not. They're going to be. Looks like Mr. All Right is actually going to be camping on top of this hill, but not going to be able to get anything going there. So taking a look at the minimap, trying to see where else we can find some action. We're going to see Citrus and Anti come back as they are going to be making their way to bus station. Before I could even say anything, we do see Duff actually taking some fights or taking some shots onto that helicopter. They get the knock. That's going to be. Was that 4 straight? Was that 4 kills for them they got?
I mean, I did see a 4 in the kill feed. That was SNS, right?
Well, yeah.
The 4. Yeah, the SNS roster is gonna be dropped down thanks to an explosion on a helicopter. What an unfortunate way for them to end up this game. And pretty good for Dove, you know. They were. I think they didn't even have a kill prior to that. I don't know if I'm mistaken about it. Let me check real quick. No, they did have a few more. So with those like 4 kills, now they're on to 8.
Yeah, that was a hell of a helicopter takedown.
That is also great for them now with 8 kills. And that probably could give them a bit of a boost in confidence that is so important to have in a game like Battle Royale. Being in the zone for you in a first game on a tournament can be pretty important as to how you move forward into the next games. So Duff 8 kills. There's still plenty of people remaining, so they are probably gonna be looking for a few more to take before those circles get too small.
Yeah, plenty of fights left. We see 15 teams alive, 51 players still on the board. Just some notable performances so far. We are going to see Lockdown Gaming, the team that racked up some kills last week and got some pretty decent placement, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take a look at that one more time. Yeah, they finished up with 29 kills and 118 points. That's going to be the guys Rosewin, Little Jaw, Samurai, and Becky Bot. Little Jaw was actually taken down and thirsted by a vehicle. It was a vehicular homicide as they have 8 kills on the board. The guys over at eSports, that's with Bulls, right? That's eSports. Is that what they're going by still?
Yeah, I do believe it is the team of Exotic, right?
Yes, Exotic. Okay, Exotic Esports. Is that what I said?
Yeah, Exotic.
I said eSports.
eSports, yeah.
All right, and then we have
I
the
mean,
Mize
they do have a neck.
with 8 kills
Yeah, the
as well.
Mize
So,
is gonna be...
yeah.
Whew. The Mize yet again, all right. So we did drop on NL Esports, but the Mize definitely still up to the task, putting up. You said 8 kills already, which is in the top teams as far as this game goes. And I did see just in the feed that Citrus got taken out by someone with a sniper yet again. That is definitely not what Palace Esports is going for. I don't know how that fight dropped off, but definitely Palace is just not having the best day yet again for themselves. I do look for them. They are in the outside, getting now inside of standoff. And with a team of Wicked Saints around, I don't know if they have spotted them or if they want to fight, but they are now gonna get closer to Duff. We already saw that Duff has plenty of kills, so Palace Esports not necessarily in the greatest spot right now.
No, they're not. 1 kill on the board. Citrus already being taken down twice. He's going to be able to revive Flight, which is great. He'll be back in full in 25 seconds. But other teams are going to continue to rack up as we do see DZ back in the kill feed. We're going to go ahead and jump over there with them as... Are they still on the board? Yeah, there we go. Ultra from AMK is actually going to be taken down. Demai is actually going to pick up some kills onto... looks like Zygnus. Zygnus is going to be one of those admirable opponents, too, as we see them with 6 kills. Tags are going to be scanned, and we're going to still have the guys over at Zygnus in the area. Is that Zygnus or Zinshu? I can never tell the difference.
That is number 10. That is going to be Zygnus.
Okay, so Zygnus is...
And Kwani is going to get knocked out by Bad Boy. But yeah, that squad number 10 is gonna be Cygnus. Cygnus now with 6 kills. Yeah, 6 kills for themselves. A couple of players being brought back to life thanks to the revive
Oh
flight. Bite
boy.
Boy even about to drop to the safe zone, and indeed, he's got taken out because of the safe zone.
That's very
That is
unfortunate.
so unfortunate. Yeah.
He just lasered Frank Didi, but Frank Didi wasn't able to even contest that gunfight. I don't know what happened there. Frost is going to be spotted, or actually Frost is going to die to the storm too, or is he going to be spotted by Viper? Yep, that's going to be Viper on YouTube from Rival eSports. So Bjorn and Memo are going to be the last two players alive for Zygnus. They still have hopes of getting Nico's dog tags, but with the the storm shrinking here in the next minute, he's going to have to move as quickly as possible.
Yeah, they do have to move quickly, but at the same time, they're only holding on to a pistol, a man of war, and an M4 LMG, which can be usable. But as the time goes forward, the other teams are gonna have better weapons, and only having a pistol in your own power, trying to defend yourself against those who might not only have the weapons but also the best in health from adrenaline advantage. Just like I'm saying it, Amik was camping that dog tag. He gets the knock onto Memo. And that's only going to leave Bjorn, who is going to be thinking twice about going down for those dog tags. He's going to be trying right now. I do see Bjorn trying to get in there. He is going to be able to get it out. Now, let's see if he can run away, because we already saw what that player with the shotgun can do. He actually even goes back in. He gets the dog tags in place, and as the revive flag takes place, the Bjorn mission has been complete.
That's right. Nico's still tags are still out there. Ultra from AMK is actually going to be making their way in. Ultra spots him, lasers him. That's going to do it for my guy Bjorn, as he is going to be taken out. All right, we're going to be jumping over with Bulls. Bulls actually has like 6 kills, if I'm not mistaken.
6 kills indeed. That is going to be one of the players that we've seen and talked about a few times because of his decision making and what he likes to play with. He's now going to be in the middle of 2 people from the squad number 14, the guys over at Exotic eSports. Sorry, not 14-7 is the one that I was talking about, Reg by Reapers. And they did get away from the car. I don't know, I think Bulls is going to be pushing for Critical right now, as Critical is in a car. Bulls is going to be shooting at him. He's trying to destroy the car right now. He cannot do it. Gets out of the car, but it's not fast enough. As Bull takes out the shotgun, but Samurai, so Cypher is gonna explode that car and destroy Bull's hope to continue in that fight.
Wow, what a move, dude! He had already put so much damage onto that car. It kind of like he committed suicide, to be honest. It looked like he got too close to the car, and someone else took advantage of what work he had already done. And he is going to be taken down. Now, the team that we're going to focus on at the moment is Team 13. That's going to be Demise. They have 15 kills on the board. They're in a pretty profitable position here, but with Frank Dini and AMK Ultra actually out of the mix, and I don't believe they're ever going to be able to get those dog tags, because I believe Ultra died right outside of, well outside of the zone. Man, what is that guy from Team 15 out there doing? That's Viper. Viper's been outside of the storm now for like forever, bro. I don't know what the hell he's doing. I guess he's trying to waste as much time as he can. He has the medic and is able to heal as quickly as possible, so I don't think he has any worries. I think we can take a look at the bag and see what he's got left. He's got 3 heals, 2 adrenalines. Oh yeah, he's chilling. He's big vibing.
Yeah, and at the same time, he is in a squad of only 2 players, being the only one alive, as Cans already got knocked out. He most definitely don't wanna push too quickly onto the safe zone, as he knows that being all on your own is not necessarily the place you win be at. And he just took his time, went barely inside of the safe zone, so he can just pretty much chill in there and wait for something to happen around him. He was able to pick up a kill himself, so for being only 2 players, that's respectful, as we've seen squads that when they are only with 2 or even 3 players are not able to put up a fight against a full squad, because of the fact that you can get surrounded a bit more easily if you have a fewer amount of allies than your opponents do.
We're going to see Inyo get on the kill feed, as SNS is down to 2 players. Going to be Peaches and Inyo. Samurai from LDG and Little Jaw are going to be taking flight on the hills there as we see the Bertha fly by, and I'm assuming those guys are trying to get some kind of cover and better positioning, as Lil Ja is actually going to be in the little Bertha pushing out. So I guess he's waiting for his teammate to jump in with him. We are going to see a very, very small circle. Top 10 left. 22 players alive. Revan's going to take down Davis. Davis is going to go ahead and get thirsted. Demise, who we were just talking about, is actually Peaches coming through with a kill. That's 4 kills for the girls over at SNS. Inyo and Peaches still making their names be known here, as this final circle is going to be super small, and we're going to see Inyo actually getting the Bertha, and some damage to Peaches might happen here. Oh my God, what happened? What is going on there? It looks like they couldn't get past that tree, unfortunately.
Yeah, he was trying to use that car, that vehicle, to get inside. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. Ultimately, getting only with 9 health HP, and as he got onto the snowboard, he might be able to heal back in, but that was really, really risky and could have... Yeah, he's not gonna end up falling short to X-Ray. But super unfortunate turn of events. That was a pretty good idea to get into the vehicle so they could get inside of the zone a bit more safely. I don't know if I'm mistaken, but I do believe that that car has a bit more health than the others, so you can still survive even if some other squads are shooting at you for a few seconds. But although the idea was not bad, the fact that there was something impeding their way. Ooh, Peaches catches that kill. That's going to be now the 3rd kill, and she gets taken out by none other than Senpai from Palace Esports.
That's right. Palace Esports has been like the silent killers this game. They've racked up. They went from having 1 kill at the very beginning of the game to the last final circle. Now they have 7. So they picked up 6 kills, and they are in full effect, full force here. They're the only team with 4 players still alive, as they're going to continue to take shots. Taking a look at this final circle here. 7 teams left. Senpai, top hill. Auntie's going to get the knock onto Antissa. That's going to wipe Wicked Elite out, or Wicked Sins, rather. Sorry. X-Ray from Team 5 is actually going to be spotted here inside of this little cubby building. Citrus taking down Cypher. We're going to see Viper actually pull up on the snowboard. Viper doesn't want the smoke. He takes off. So an interesting turn of events has turned the guys over at Palace Esports into some kill-crazy fiends here, as X-Ray about to get pushed by Palace, or Raul. I'm sorry. Raul is the difference maker, man. I'm feeling like Raul definitely sets the pace for that team. They take the dub. They pick up 12 kills. They went from having 1 kill to 11 more in the matter of 5 minutes, bro. That is an absolute travesty for the remainder of this lobby. These guys came through and cleaned the board out. They didn't let anybody get away easily towards the end.
Yeah, they were struggling for most of the game, but at the end, I think the fact that they were if I'm not mistaken, the only squad with 4 players at a time when there was like still 15 enemies against them, definitely helped them boost the kills that they had, as they were able to approach fights with a player advantage, and ultimately leading them to being with 12 kills, which is not bad at all, and definitely going to boost the amount of points that they were going to be getting. I don't know exactly where the Mayas ended up, but they did get, if I'm not mistaken, 15 kills. Frost ended up falling short in there, but like that is gonna be one of the other teams that I would like to see the amount of points they got. Unfortunately, I got kicked out of the lobby, so I cannot see the kills. But why don't you tell us how the final scoreboard is gonna be looking like, Verdict?
So the guys over at Palace Esports pick up a nifty 12 kills with a first place finish. It's going to make up for some of those kills that the guys over at Demise were able to pick up. I think they had, like, the only other top, like, yeah, they had 18 kills. However, they finished with a 9th place finish. So that's going to be interesting for rank purposes. Viper and Kins from Rival Esports pick up 1 kill and a 2nd place finish, bro. 2 players on the team, they pick up big points as we see them cruise on through and pick up that 2nd place, easy points for them. Team 5 is actually going to have that 3rd place. That's going to be, I'm not 100% sure what team that is. They're going to pick up 8 kills.
Hive.
That's Hive, okay.
Forbidden.
Hive Forbidden is actually going to be back in the mix as we see 8 kills and a 3rd place finish. LDG, the guys from Space Captain and Cypher and all them, they pick up 7 kills, 4th place finish, and you can see the rest here. Only other notable performances I could mention, definitely going to be the SNS team. 5 kills and an 8th place finish. Peaches picked up some good thirsty ones towards the end. Inyo picks up a double towards the middle of that matchup. They cruise past it. Now, the team that we need to watch out for as well, Team 16, that's going to be the second Lockdown Gaming team, or the first one. I don't know which one it is. I don't know if that's man or not. That's going to consist of Lil Ja, Becky Bot, Rosewind, Samurai. Those guys finished with 9th place finish, but they have 18 kills. So that was maybe the team that I was talking about. Demise, they finished with 10th place, and it looks like they only were able to get 15 kills, so they weren't able to get more than what we had noted on earlier. So Bulls picks up 7 kills, 12th place finish for Exotic Esports. And we are going to see the rest of that as this second game is going to be geared up. Guys, don't forget, we're going to be doing a giveaway middle of the chat, or middle of the stream, or actually right before we start the 4th game. We're going to be giving away 3 free pairs of the SXC thumb sleeves, guys. That's right, the SXC thumb sleeves. That's Jokes' brand, guys. Those are the ones that give you the most for your money there. Make sure you use code MESEEKS at your checkout with them, sxc.gg. But we are going to go ahead and give away 3 pairs. All you have to do to enter is hit +1 in chat. I'm going to go ahead and put it in there for you guys, +1, just like that.
Yeah, once you guys are able to hear all of this, remember all you gotta do to enter is gonna be +1, and if you are one of the lucky winners, you're gonna be able to enjoy a good old pair from the SXC company, which, like Bertie just said, has partnered with us, so you guys can also enjoy that good old 10% discount. Make sure you use it in there, take it in place, and not only get the product, but also a bit of lower price for yourself. Now we are going to be waiting a little bit for game number 2, as all the teams are going to be joining back in here. Sometimes we know that for one reason or another, the games take you out of the game, or whatever reason might be. We do have most of the people in. I do see that on the slot number 15, and the guys over at Rivals Esports, for the second time, it's only going to be Vipers and Cans. Rival Esports is one of those squads that we've seen pop off in a few games. Not necessarily throughout a whole tournament just yet, but we have seen a drop-off. Even, like, I do believe they won a game, or were close to winning a game with like 15, 18 kills, something like that. So they are definitely capable of doing it, but having only 2 players is definitely not necessarily the best case scenario. So last game they were not able to pull up that many kills, so we would have to wait to see what's gonna be happening for them. As of any other teams, I don't think I see any other noticeable changes on the squads in here. I do notice that the Sensu squad is on the 24, and I don't think we saw them do much last game, if I'm not mistaken, Verdict.
I think you're right. I don't think we see much from Zygnus. As a matter of fact, Zygnus was the only other team with a Z that did anything that last match. Zygnus was knocked out rather quickly, as well as the guys over at Nativos Latinos. That is a hella unfortunate way to go out. But I do see the guys over at Palace Esports bounce back, which is that's big time, man. That's major. Those guys great over there. Raul comes through this week. I don't think he played last week. I might be mistaken. Maybe he had a name change. I don't know. I can't keep up with stuff like that. But great to see the guys over at Palace Esports finish out strong in game number 1. 12 kills and a first place finish. Need to be looking at the guys over at Demise. They finished with a 10th place finish, which was very unfortunate, but they did rack up 15 kills, 18 kills for the guys over at Lockdown Gaming. That's Team 16, Lil Ja, Samurai. These guys come in and have, I mean, shown some kind of consistency. I'm not saying, you know, they are absolutely dominant, or there are times where we've seen them pop off, but I don't think we've seen them with a top 3 finish yet, so I'm expecting them to put on for us this next game and see if they can contest for that first place spot here in the next 3 games. So plenty of games left to be played. We are looking forward to that giveaway for the SXC thumb sleeves. Guys, if you haven't registered yet, all you gotta do is type +1 in chat. That's it. Easy. Easy as that, my guy.
Yeah, just like that, you will be participating for one of those. It's unfortunate that we do have to wait a game between the scoreboard results. We'll have to wait to see the exact amount, but I do believe that at least the top 3 could be a bit more contested, right? With a team with 18, 15, and 12 kills, in that order, plus like the points that you get depending on which position you ended, I do believe that the top three is gonna be really close for game one. I think that was, we talked about Palace Esports. It was the Mayas, and I don't quite remember the one team that had 15 kills. But yeah, that's the thing. It's gonna be one of those weeks that I'm expecting to see a few more teams trying to join the battle. Last week was, in my opinion, one of the first week that we've seen new names popped up in the top positions, being like we talked about NL, the Mayas, and even bot artillery. So I'm expecting to see a few more names, although like we do see the old ones popping up great games like we saw Palace Esports at the end. I'm not gonna complain about that either.
Oh, absolutely not. I would love to see bot artillery register week in, week out. I'd love to see Wicked Main register. I haven't seen them in like 12 weeks, bro. I don't know what's going on with them. Maybe they have situations where, you know, Monday nights just aren't good for them. So, I know moving forward in the future, there might be a potential change in dates and whatnot, but we'll discuss that much later on whenever we have something confirmed. So, guys, don't forget about the SXC thumb sleeve giveaway. Register, hit +1. That's all you gotta do, dude. I'm not gonna preach any further. I'm just gonna tell you, hit +1. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, just like that. Bertie, if you could check Discord real quick for the title. And we are gonna be starting off game number 2 right now. It's only gonna be a matter of a few seconds for us to wait. I don't think I see, if I'm not mistaken, a platform. No, never mind. There will be a platform being close to the dock area, between dock and the pier. So most of the time the revive flight, the first one, is usually gonna allow you to get into a place like that. And just like I said, so there is gonna be a few meters away from the platform, so I'm expecting to see a little bit of action between the dock, pier, and of course the aerial platform.
I'm so sorry. I was checking Discord. I completely botched the name. Sorry. All right, guys. You see it here first. We are going to get geared up for game number 2. I am assuming, I'm going to go ahead and assume that the guys over at Palace Esports are going to be in the first place position, but it's way too early to even announce any kind of, you know, unofficial results or anything like that. We'll just assume it and move on. We'll see how game 2 goes for them, and we'll go from there, as we are going to see that platform be pushed by several teams, it looks like. We're going to be on board with Team 16. That's going to be the guys over at Lockdown Gaming, Lil Jon team. They're going to be right on the outskirts of this platform. They're going to actually be right on top of it, so I'm having a bit of spectator issue. There we go. Becky Boo's going to be in. Lil Jon goes down to Nativos Latinos. They're going to be on board here, as Lil Jon is going to be thirsted as well. Draco going to pick up a kill onto one of those Wicked Sins players.
Yeah, Wicked Sins in a bit of trouble. Like you mentioned, 2 squads being Lockdown Gaming and NL Esports in the middle of a fight on the aerial platform. Scopes just got a knock onto Becky Bod. Becky Bod gonna get knocked out. Rosewind, I think, still alive around there. Never mind. Scopes got the thirst onto Rosewind. And I think there's only like one remaining player. That's gonna be Samurai getting knocked out. Is that Lockdown Gaming being wiped? It is.
18 or 15 or 18 kills from last game, 0 this second one. So that's what I was talking about, consistency, my guy.
We have a new king on the aerial platform.
We do, but let's not get confused. Nativos Latinos crapped the bed last game, and
yeah,
you know, now they're trying to make up for it. They have plenty of game left to be played here. So I guess you know, if you want to play it like that, but I like to see those consistent performances. You're not gonna see it all the time, but first game definitely just not the way to start it off.
Yeah, we must wait to see. And of course, last game the platform was way too far away from the initial flight, so no team was able to initially drop in there. This time there was an option for them. It worked, but it's not over yet. They do have 4 kills, but now let's wait for them to see and what they have in mind for the next few minutes, as they are going to be really important. I'm trying to look at the minimap, seeking for more action. I do see a decent amount of people between the Raider base and downtown area. I'm intrigued to see if there might be a possibility of a fight breaking in place.
Yeah, that would definitely make for some good content. We see Revit and Drops actually taken down from Team 7. Critical also going to be down, so Team 5, Cypher. Oh man, who was that? Team 5. That's going to be...
Team 5, that is... Yeah, Hive.
Hive, good God, man. I did this earlier. X-Ray Pug and SMX on Trovo. I'm not going to pronounce all that. Is that smoke on Trovo then? That's a little bit easier to pronounce. Ari going to go through the smoke. Ari might get spotted here by X-Ray, but X-Ray's got to play this smartly. He can't give away his location as there's like 2 other teams in the vicinity that could wreck his shots here. Oh,
yeah,
God,
and smoke in no other way. Sorry, what?
I said, what a brick shot, man. I think he just fired like 12 shots and hit a single thing. I'm not knocking you, my guy. I'm just calling it how I see it.
Yeah, sometimes the recoil can be off. Sometimes you missing the first few shots can kind of confuse you a bit in a way. So let's not talk about it too much. I do see that the teams that were a little bit clumped up together are starting up to split a bit more. So I don't think we might see a fight for the moment in there. I'm not necessarily sure. I do see that on Dock, there's a single player from Zygnus kind of like lost himself away as he is between 4 players from the squad of NL eSports.
Just saw Citrus and Team Palace eSports actually get I think it was a squad wipe. They're up to 3 kills. That actually might be Absent alive left for that teammate. Absent going to be nowhere in sight. He is going to be absent. As the remainder of his players, Scoozy, Lori, and Ayo Poppy, going to be taken down and thirsted. Citrus going to be on about his business as they make their way up to this hill. Looks like this first airdrop, I don't know if this is the first one, but one of the very first ones. There's one outside of Frigid Wetland, one outside of this bus station area. Is where they're going to find themselves at. Smoke goes down. They pick up some level 3 vests and some more gear. We are going to see them continue on their journey as it looks like Absent might be getting over to collecting some tags. So from there, we'll actually take some action over at... I don't know, man. It looks like everybody's kind of like in their own little area.
I was trying to look for action. I do see that a feeling is going for the airdrop right now, and the squad 24 is kind of close to it, but I'm not sure if they will. Actually, the side of a feeling esports might be dropping onto Senshu right now.
All right, we're going to take that action there as Frigid Wetlands is where we're going to be landing. As we see the baby take some shots. Draco going to get a knock on Reactive, but Reactive is going to be taking some shots on the Gora. Gora goes down in the heat of the moment, so we're going to be on board with Dark Helmet now as he is right inside of this house. He might have bit off more than he could chew. No, he knows what he's doing, bro. He knows absolutely what he's doing. Dark Helmet going to be forced out of the building. Draco does get the knock and thirst onto Reactive. It's going to leave 2 players from Zenshu, and just as we were talking about before the start of this game, Zenshu showing up but not showing out.
Yeah, they were they did got a knock, not a thirst. They did got a player low, but not necessarily a knock either there. So ultimately, they lost 2 players on Senshu. They didn't even get a kill, only a knock, and ultimately he did get revived. So not necessarily what they wanted, and that allows Aphelion to be with 6 kills himself, and all the players still up and running. And I do believe that might be still chasing onto Senshu right now.
Yeah, I'm actually on board with Flex and NL actually taking some shots on Team 22. That's going to be Zygnus, or not 22, but Team 10, Zygnus. Oh my, Bjorn going towards the bottom of that staircase got absolutely demolished with the shotty there as NL actually going to lose perfect. Citrus gets another knock on the rise. Oh no, but Bunny going to take down SDI. That might be the last player for Zygnus as they had a decent game last game. They're going to be wiped early here as NL now bloodthirsty. Very bitter about last game. I would be too. 8 kills on the board so far.
Yeah, 8 kills. Perfect got knocked out from NL Esports, while the remaining players are still up and alive. They are outside of the safe zone and have a bit of a way to go back into a safe place. But it's only hurting them by I think a single point just for now. So they are not too worried about it. They do have the snow ward and all in place, so shouldn't be that big of a deal. Now looking at the minimap, I do see a few squads getting close onto that nuclear plant, being squad number 6. The guys over at Mi6. That
Caritas.
was the yeah Mi6 Caritas indeed. But only Loa is gonna be alive actually.
Yeah,
He's in the
Loa's,
middle of a lot of people from
yeah.
Palace, so I don't know how safe that's a place for him to be. Loa is still trying to run away. Might be able to do so with 35 HP remaining, but he does have at least 1 or 2 players behind his tail.
We're going to be on board with Team 1. Aphelion gets a wipe onto Critical and Ari. That is going to be team number 7 also leaving the building. It's going to leave us with 15 teams now, as we've seen a few team wipes, and Loa does bite the dust to Citrus. Citrus, you dirty dog. How you treat my boys like that? I'm kidding, dude. Good kills for you, as Aphelion now wants to compete. They got 11 kills on the board. They had a decent first game, too. But they're going to be a little further behind the rest of these guys. I'm sure they'll pass Lockdown Gaming, as they had a very unfortunate beginning, if I'm not mistaken. Team 16 completely wiped, not a single kill, as they wanted to knuckle up with the boys over at NL eSports. They were playing games this game, as we do see NL eSports pick up some more kills. So Smoke on Trovo is going to go down. We're going to take back the action with NL eSports.
Yeah, NL Esports still. I feel like every time we do look at NL Esports, they have one player who's being knocked out. This time is gonna be Scope X. They were kind of close to getting a few players from the squad 15, the rival esports between the 2 players Viper and remember the other one that is gonna be Kens. They got taken down low, but not knocked out entirely. So ultimately, the number is still gonna be remaining at 9. They're even splitting up a little bit between each other. I see 1 player on Sanitarium, 2 on the way there, and the last remaining, I don't know who that might be, but kind of trying to figure out what he might be doing. I think he could potentially be seeking for a fight right now. That is going to be Scope. Scope, he probably went back for his stop, but he caught up in the way by the Hive squad right there.
Scope going to be weak, but is going to be still in full effect, as I do see the other players, the 2 players over from rival esports on the top of this hill. This might be something to consider there, as Draco goes down. So is that Zinshu still in the building? How do they still manage to be alive?
Yeah, and all of them are still alive, actually, now that you mentioned it. Zinshu, although they were on the brink of getting knocked out, they're still going to be alive, and as I say that, that's quite a name. Just Nero gonna get knocked out by a grenade from the baby. He gets knocked, he gets killed, and now I don't even know if they are gonna be able to get that dog tag back, as it is. Oh, never mind. Mystique was not too far away from it, so he gets it, but he's still in the middle of a fight against Aphelion. Davevi gets the second knock onto the Senshu roster. Yet again, Senshu in a lot of trouble, as 2 of their players have been knocked out by the same player from NL Esports. That was the baby. That's from Aphelion. Sorry, and that's gonna bring Aphelion to 14 kills now.
Bloodthirsty. These guys are animals right now, as we do see Senpai actually taking some shots. They take down the Bertha. Dark Helmet going to take out Reactive. That might do it for Zinshu, and Dark Helmet now on the board, or AE now on the board with 15 kills. They got Palace Esports a little further behind with 9. I'm sorry, as like I said earlier in chat, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Start slow, finish fast. Hell of a game from Palace Esports. I was expecting them to bite the dust early on last game, but they somehow managed to pull. They pulled themselves together and they came out and figured out what they wanted to do at the end, and they absolutely demolished that lobby towards the end. I don't believe anybody died to the storm. I think everybody was accounted for. And they milked the hell out of the very last circle.
Yeah, and there's only going to be 14 squads remaining, being 45 players alive, and that number gets smaller and smaller as Gora get a knock onto Perfect from NL Esports. it seems like Aphelion in the middle of a fight against NL Esports, there's going to be another player dropping in place. That's going to be Flex, and the remaining two are still going to try to get a thirst, but the baby not going to allow that as Bonnie gets knocked out as well. That's only leaving one player from NL Esports, that being... oh, no. Yes, it's going to be Scopes. Scopes X, that player that was outside of the safe zone for so long, is going to use that airborne to... I thought he was going to run away, but not necessarily. He seems to be pushing now for the Senshu player who was on the mountain. He gets the knock onto Yor. Scope's still alive, and he does have control over a dog tag, but now he's getting pushed by pretty much the part of the squad of Aphelion. He does got to get the dog tags as the time is running low on those. He's going to get a 3 of them, so he might even be able to get the revive. There's only 20 seconds remaining. Let's see if Scopes can actually figure out a way to safely get the dog tags in place.
I think he might. I don't think he's going to be able to get all of them. All he needs to do is scam one, right?
Yeah, I think it is 10 seconds, and I do believe that he has a 3 dog tags, if I'm not mistaken.
He actually might be able to get all of them. Wow, that was a clutch play by Scope, as we do see a full NL roster back on the board. All 3 of them going to come back on the revive flight. Well played, my guy. Scope playing 200 IQ, retreats, gets the tags, scans them in, all within that little bit of time frame. And Demise now, a team that we spoke a lot of last game, you know, they got knocked out, and I believe they had a 10th place finish, but they had 15 kills. They played a little slow, but they have all of their players going towards this last final circle here. One more revive flight, we might see 30 plus people here in this last little circle.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those games where we do see a lot of people still alive. I see still NL Esports fighting off against Smoke. Smoke got knocked out by Scope. That is gonna bring the NL numbers onto 13 now as Bonnie gets the kill onto X-Ray. They are still up and running. I do want to check out how Palace Esports might be doing. They are onto 9 kills. Although they had a great start and there's still a few players, I think the mid game was still a little bit slow for them. They still have the opportunity to get a few more kills, as we saw last game, where they bumped up their numbers so quickly in the last period of time. So this is still not over yet for them, but 9 kills is not going to be enough, as there's a few more players that are dropping out a bunch more kills. For example, Aphelion, who's with 20 kills for themselves right now.
20 kills from the guys affiliate. I just need them to play a lot more consistently. I can't afford to watch them, you know, put up 20 kills this game and then drop 1 or 2 next game. I know that's not in Dark Helmet's nature, bro. Dark Helmet is a beast, guys. We're going to go ahead and stop. I'm going to have a little segment on Dark Helmet. This guy is so aggressive. I see him making the biggest brain plays here. Aggression coming out in the fullest as he takes down Frank Dini. Ultra takes down Gora, so the trades are made. Dark Helmet, the baby, and Draco going to be in a 3v3 situation. Actually, I don't think it is going to be a 3v3. It might be only 2 players.
It's a 3v2.
That's very unfortunate. Ultra's going to go down. So now it's a 3v1 as Dark Helmet picks up yet again another kill. And now Demise is going to be halted and put in the position where they are not going to be able to succeed as far as getting any more kills on the board, in my opinion. This is exactly what Affiliate needs to do if they want to make sure that they have their names in the mix.
Yeah, we have always talked about the consistency coming out of Aphelion. They can drop out like by now 23 plus kills because it's not over yet. But then the other one can fall out of the first or the second team in the game. So right now they're in the middle of a fight against Palace Esports. So this is going to be interesting as the baby gets knocked out by Raul. And that is only going to be leaving Dark Helmet alive and in a lot of trouble. They do have 23 kills, but maybe there's a possibility for Dark Helmet to play for a bit more placement points. Maybe even get a kill like a player that is on his own. But with so many people alive, it is not going to be too safe for him to stop anytime soon. He is going to stop right now. He's going to quickly heal as he does have the medic plus the upgrade chip. And that is something that I think a few people underestimate. The fact that if you have that medic kit with the upgrade chip, you can heal half as fast. Right there, we're going to see Dark Helmet get a knock onto one of the lockdown players. He's going to be pushing now into the second one.
Oh
he gets the knock. 2 kills for Dark Helmet. He might be on a 1-player squad, but the one-man army is still staying strong for Aphelion.
Oh, there we go. Palace comes through. Raul picks up Dude, we've been sitting here talking about AE and Demise. Meanwhile, the guys over at NL picked up 11 more kills since they came back. They're on 20 kills themselves.
20. Wow.
And they're going to need
I
at
did
least
know
20
that.
more to come back after that first game finish, right?
Yeah, there, of course, this is not going to be enough just yet, but it's definitely going to be the push that they needed after that early drop on game number 1. I do see that there's still 3 players alive for NL eSports. I do see Scopes also using that airborne, so he's probably going to be hunting for some more people. I don't think he spots anyone just yet. There's a few players that are going to be on the opposite roof that he just dropped in place. He's going to be even fighting against Palace Esports, gets a knock on Raul and a Thirst. That is 21 kills for NL. And like you mentioned, that's not going to necessarily be enough for them to be on the top, but it's going to be a good help for them right now.
You're absolutely right. And Demise Frost actually taking some shots. Frost's going to go down to perfect aim indeed, as Demise is going to be eliminated from this second game. What a matchup. 23 kills for these guys, NL. 20 kills for the guys over at AE. Dark Helmet and team exit the building. They're going to be wiped. And now the last final little circle here is going to come down to about 13 players left. Nobody, I say, has more than 3 people alive. And with NL having 3 players alive, that actually might give them the advantage, as they have 23 kills. As we say that, Josh J-Rath actually goes down to Citrus. So Citrus picking up another kill for himself. And Zeldris going to be spotted by Scope. Whoa. Good shots onto Zeldris as Scope picks up the 24th kill for the guys over at NL Esports. They are actually going to run the table here. I believe they will, as I think that was Citrus actually over on the other side of that little concrete pipe there. That might be it for... Yeah, that's going to be it for Palace Esports. They're going to be taken out. They're going to get a top 5 finish, but ultimately they're not going to rack up as many kills as these guys. Scope and NL bouncing back after a crap first game. They only got 3 players alive left to do it. Or actually 2 players alive. 3 players. Jesus Christ. 2v1, v3.
2v1, v3 indeed. NL Esports, the one that has the most wicked scenes, I believe that is. There's going to be Bricks getting knocked out by Scopes. That's going to bring it to 26 for themselves. A potential 2 more kills if they spot them quickly enough. I do believe that they are mostly playing for placement. Perfect doesn't spot that player that was pretty close to him. And I think at this point we can call it a victory for NL if I'm not mistaken. But maybe a surprise can come in through if we do see a good usage of a potential shotgun if they have one. So far not going to be the case, as AIM gets knocked out and only 1 player remains against NL right now. And that is it. Antisa gets killed by the zone itself. 20, how many kills was that? 26, 27?
It was 27 if I'm not mistaken. Those guys popped off, dude.
Yeah, 27 kills. First place, NL Esports, bad game 1 and a marvelous game 2. It is still going to be coming down to them doing something similar to this game 2 on the remaining 2, but really, really nicely done. Scope dropping in double digits, 11 kills for Scope X on his own for that game.
What a finish and bounce back from the guys over at NL. They pick up a plethora of kills, 27 to be exact, and a first place finish. It's about 13.5 kills per game, and you split the the first place finish points. You know, you could probably round that up to what? Maybe like 16 kills a game, no placement points if you just added it up like that way. So, I mean, that's still a very good spot to be in. They just need to be a little more consistent. That first game, I guess, just wasn't it for them. We've seen several teams go down early in the first game, very, very early on, and somehow managed to come back and put on. We are going to take a look at the scorecard here. NL takes the bag, 27 kills, my guy, and a first place finish. Wicked Sins picks up 3 in a second place. Exotic Esports picks up 7 and a third place finish, and then the guys over at Lockdown Gaming pick up 6 to the 4th. The guys over at Palace Esports rack up 14th and a 5th place finish, as I said earlier. And then we see the rest here, Peaches and Team SNS. They pick up 4 kills and a 6th place finish. So we'll take a look at the scorecard here. Demise did not live up to their potential. Only picking up 8 kills. AE, team number 10, finished with a 10th place finish. I'm going to have to add these up. Jesus Christ. 14, 23, 25 kills for Affiliate. Dark Helmet racks up 9 by himself.
9 by himself. So there's plenty of players that definitely popped off in this game specifically. And between okay. Sorry, I was checking on too. It seems that I think right now, after we're done looking at the scoreboards, we're gonna be picking up the winners for this SXC giveaway, or not. I'm not sure. Let's go back talking about the placement positionings. Like we mentioned, a few names are gonna be popping back in place and potentially being rather close to that top tier spot. And I don't know if we'll get a chance to look at the scoreboard from game 1. But like I mentioned, that top 3 was rather close if you look at it. If it is possible for us to look at it together on stream.
Oh, so we actually got the scoring updated. It is good to go.
Yes, for
Awesome.
game 1 indeed.
Perfect. We will go ahead and take a look at that, as I do see week 10 is live. We are going to be able to take a look at that together. So we will be doing that giveaway actually on... It won't be now. It'll actually be between game 3 and 4. So we'll do it then. Let's take a look. Window capture on. That's not the right window, I guess. There we go. We'll take a look. Lockdown Gaming picks up 18 kills and a... I'm not sure what place they finished that first game, but they have 58 points. So I'm assuming it was a very close, maybe a 3rd place. So Palace Esports, 12 kills, 56 points total. Demise, 15 kills, 48 points. But we did see them have yet a lackluster game from that better previous one. So I think they only racked up 8 kills, if I'm not mistaken. I was just taking a look at that.
For game number 2, the Mayas.
Yep, 8 kills.
Yep, 8 kills indeed. So that is still gonna be okay-ish, but they might be struggling, as there's even a chance that with 27 kills in the first place, like NL Esports, I think they might drop onto the top 5 with that single game.
They should be able to, considering that nobody else at the bottom. Duff didn't have that great of a game this time. I don't think they got 9 kills. They definitely didn't finish in the top 5. High Forbidden, where did they finish at? I was just looking at it, but I was not paying attention. Oh well, we'll wait till the next. Yeah, we'll wait for all that to kind of ponder out before. Yeah, before we even make any kind of assumptions or anything like that. Everything that we talk about is unofficial as far as like counting points goes and whatnot. But with that being stated, we are going to get geared up for game number 3. We will do the SXC figure sleeve giveaway between games 3 and 4, guys. So as we take a look at the scorecards here, very, very tight one indeed.
Yeah, very, very tight. We're going to be starting off game 3 soon. But like we mentioned, besides the gameplay, like we're going to have that giveaway. So make sure that if you haven't already, type that +1. And get yourself a chance to win one of those thumb sleeves from our sponsor. As of right now, like I usually like to quickly look around if there's any sort of changes in the lobby, and I do see one specifically that I would like to point out. For the Sensu squad on the 24, there's only gonna be 2 players in the lobby. I'm not sure if they like got disconnected in a way, or if they like I don't know what could have happened, but Sensu had a full squad last game, and right now, okay,
they're just a little slow to come back on.
Yeah. I was not 100% sure, but that is the exact same reason why we sometimes have to wait a little bit between games, because we all know the game that it can be a bit glitchy sometimes. It kicks you out, or you have to restart your game. So might as well take it a little bit slow so everyone can be happy about the timing and being able to join in time for your squad to play in these games.
We are going to be starting up game number 3 here shortly, guys. Still only 2 players for the guys over at Rival Esports. We're going to have a full squad for Zygnus as they finally load in, and it looks like we might be good to go.
I think we might, yeah. 86 players. Most of the squads are filled in besides rivals, like we talked about. So we must be only a few seconds from starting off this game. I do believe. Let me just double check in here. But yeah, I don't know if you agree with me about what I was saying about the medic. I know that it was rather quickly as Dark Helmet instantly got that double piece in that area. But I think it's underestimated. The fact that you can get that adrenaline not in 10 seconds but in 5, that you get the revive to your allies in not 10 seconds but 5, the bandages or the I don't know the other name for it. It's those that heal you 20 HP. Like if you use them with medic, that instantly heals you 20 HP, which doesn't necessarily sound that like much, but in certain situations can be key to being able to stay alive. Like we've seen plenty of players every now and then get dropped low as to 1 HP. So a single HP can be the difference between life and death in a lot of scenarios in this game.
I think it's like Hematoba or something like that. Hemostatic. There we go. That's what it's called.
All right, here was that. Yeah, I was not 100% sure, but yeah, the that little thingy. I just call them bandages because for some reason when you're using it in game, like the voice over always say bandages. I've never understood that, so I I just forgot about the other name and got along with the announcer. But without any more talk about the medic information, I don't know you. I know that you all don't necessarily play it as often. I definitely do every now and then. But game 3 is gonna be on the go. There's still gonna be, I think we said 86 players are gonna be in the lobby. Everybody's gonna be connecting right now. We're gonna be waiting out for this flight to take in place. And I'm looking for a platform, but I don't think I see one so far right now.
Predictions. Will AE and will NL Esports have a consistent third game? Will we see them pop off like they did second game? Will we see them get dropped early? It happened to NL Esports in the first game. It happened in... it hasn't happened to Affiliate yet. They had a decent first game, but they did not have as well of a first game as they did the second. So with no platform on the building or on the map, I would expect a little bit of action over in maybe even Heat. That might be a hot drop. Maybe Diner. I don't know. What do you think?
Looking at the minimap, yeah, Heat could be a thing. A lot of the time, the teams or a few teams do decide to drop in as quickly as they possibly can. And your prediction might be right. I do see 3 squads going that way. I'm not sure if they're going necessarily to Heat or to Dormitory. There's 2 going for Heat, so what did you go? OP looking into the future. That's actually going to be Palace Esports. Probably going to be starting off a fight against Lockdown right now.
Oh, this can't be good. This is not going to be good either way. So Lockdown Gaming had a crap second game. They were wiped almost instantly as they went for a hot drop on the platform. They got spotted and ripped by the guys over at NL Esports. Now we're going to see Lil Jaw actually take some shots from Raul. Raul going to get him about 50% health. Team 16 yet again in danger, but, you know, this thing could go either way. This is a drop that you could expect either team to come out on top. We'll see, though, as Lil Jaw pushes up aggressively. He might have bit off more than he could chew. He gets Senpai, but is actually going to get wasted there. Senpai is going to go down as well as Anti, so it's a 2v3 situation now as Raul and Citrus are going to be in the middle of a fight that they necessarily might not need to take.
Yeah, and both of them being half HP, and I don't think they have enough healing. Raul gonna get knocked out. Citrus is the only one alive. He gets the thirst. I think that is that a 1v1 last fight for Citrus? I don't. Oof. He gets the thirst
onto 1v2
Samurai. A 1v2. So Citrus gotta take it carefully. He doesn't have the greatest weapon. He doesn't even have healing for himself. So he must be patient for this fight. His teammates might still be alive, so that's gonna be increasing the time for the dog tags to stay in place. But at Palace Esports, they do take 2 kills, but
3 kills now that they just thirsted Raul. They actually get Raul and man, I can't even remember who the other guys were. Desire or Raul Senpai and then Anti. So rip, man, that is a big fat rip. As we do see Becky Bot actually get the tags for their teammates. They're going to be immediately put on the flight, and they might camp this this area, leaving and forcing Citrus to go on about his business and play the rest of his game by himself. We'll see how these guys do.
Yeah, that could be an option. They could like just straight up be looting, but at the same time being with an eye open, waiting for a potential comeback from Citrus. So far, like you mentioned, they got the revive tags. Samurai and Lil Ja are gonna be back soon. So that's gonna be the end of the fight and heat that Birdie called in place. I'm trying to look at the minimap, and I do see two squads being a little bit close, but not necessarily in fighting range just yet. In Raider base, being the squad number 20, the guys over at Duff going up against squad number 8.
We're going to be on board with Scoozy as they are in the vicinity of Team 20. It's going to be the guys over at Duff. Duff had a hell of a first game. Put them in a top 5 positioning, but I don't believe they had a good follow-up second game. So this game 3 will make or break them. We are going to see Lore take some shots. Lore is going to be about 66% health as they are forced to go ahead and put that health on. They're going to be 4v4ing it here, and then we'll take a look at the spread altogether. I'm sorry, dude. I ate a little before stream, and I have not had a chance to like digest everything, so everything is still like as I say that, Lore is going to get some help from Scoozy. Scoozy is going to be taken down though, as we do see Matt go down from Duff. Scoozy goes down, and Ayo Poppy also is taken down and thirsted immediately. So Tango taking out Demise, as we saw some action over in Nuketown earlier. That's actually might be where we jump back over to, as Scoozy is thirsted by McLeod Duff.
Yeah, Duff still in the middle of a fight against Dom right now. Is that the Dom squad in number? Yeah, Dominators, the Mentors.
Yes.
The Mentors. They do have only one player alive, I believe. They're on the brink of being eliminated. Never mind, it's still Lore and Absent. They're still up and alive. They do get the dog tags in place. Lore in that rooftop, kind of thinking about what to do next, as the dog player seems to be pretty tough to fight against, but that's not gonna be enough for Lore to be scared. He tries to be aggressive, but he gets caught in the way by Danny. Danny gets the knock, Danny gets the thirst, and that is only gonna leave Absent. He gotta survive for 20 seconds if he wants to get the 2 allies alive. He seems to be in a safe spot, so he probably will be able to do it. But the Mentors are not in the best spot, as even Absent, who's still alive, doesn't necessarily have the greatest loot. I mean, he does. I mean, he's in a pretty okay scenario, but against 3 players from Duff, it is not going to be easy for them to come back. I would have been doubt that they're going to be going back into the Raider base, but let's see, as the revive flight is going to be taking place right now and bringing up quite a few players back in place now.
Let's say that I'm taking a look at the map. Isn't this like a similar situation from last game? Absent, the last player alive for Dementors, as Dementors yet again on the brink of being eliminated. And as I say eliminated, I'm looking for Team 12, the guys over at Palace Esports. They're nowhere to be found. Citrus bites the dust, and I'm not sure how that situation went down, but I know they're kicking themselves in the ass. As yeah, it's got to be tough being knocked early, especially against a team that.
Oh, yeah, they did. Sorry, sorry. Continue.
No, it's like I was saying. It was like against a team that bit the dust early. They definitely didn't want to do it again, and they didn't. They took on the heavyweights with Palace Esports, and they came out on top. So a tough spot for the guys over at Palace Esports to be in, as they didn't have that great of a second game. So this third game is definitely going to hinder their stats. They're going to have a balls out performance in the fourth game.
Yeah, Palace Esports struggling yet again. I'm trying to look for the other teams that we're talking about, like NL Esports, Aphelion. NL only with 3 kills, Aphelions with 4 themselves, which might not sound like a lot, but the only other contestant team in this single game might be the Mayas with 6 kills. So not necessarily too bad for neither Aphelion nor NL Esports. I even see the baby from Aphelion in the block market area. I don't know if you've ever looked at this minimap. If you could get a chance to look at the baby, he's looking at this minimap, which actually shows you the exact and in real time position of where people are throughout the map.
That not so fast, my friend. The guys over at Duff have 11 kills, and they are going to be top fragging at the moment. Now, anything can change at any given moment. We've seen game one where Palace eSports team that's already eliminated in this matchup, they had 1 kill going into one of the final circles, and they managed to get 12 and a first place finish. So anything can happen here as the baby gets in the heli and is going to be dipping out. As 4 kills on the board for Aphelion, they are going to have some competition here in game number 2 with Duff still on the board and 11 kills under their belt. So we're going to see Aphelion wrap up together, and we're going to see the heli go down. I don't know if it's, yeah. Those helis have a lot better health than the ones in Warzone. Those things, you drop them from 3 feet, they're down. Destroyed.
Yeah, destroyed indeed. I was trying to look at the minimap. I do see Dark Helmet getting a kill into the Senshu squad. Senshu squad yet again struggling a little bit. They do pick a few kills, but they only have 2 players alive. They are rather close to the squad from Lockdown and Aphelion, so I see Mystic running off away, but Aphelion might be on the hunt for some blood right now as I see them push onto the Lockdown squad.
We are going to be jumping back on board with the Team 14 as they're going to be Bulls now. Not so good of a second game, third game looking a lot better as Bulls already with 3 himself, 6 kills for the team. And we are going to see them continue their reign of terror as we've got another player. Looks like 2 different teams in the area, actually. Maybe I think that's a map glitch, actually. I see a player from Team 16, but I know for a fact that nobody from that Lockdown Gaming squad is going to be in the area.
Yeah, sometimes that can be happening, and I still don't understand why. There is that player from the 18, which coincidentally I think it's also a Lockdown team. But since he was probably not moving, they're not going to realize that. They get away, and now are going to be pushing throughout the standoff area. Looking at the minimap, I don't think that they're going to be encountering any action as of right now. And looking at the most active places, it could be Harbor, but like it's one of those places that sometimes people, even though they might be close to each other, not necessarily see them that easily.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take it to Harbor, see if we can spot some action. I do see McLeod actually get another kill, so that's going to be 12 for the guys over at Duff as they are racking them up this game. They're going to have some competition with Aphelion still in the mix. We're going to see Team 16 still in full effect. That's going to be the guys over at Lockdown Gaming. Team 8, Dom Dementors, they are going to be back in full force as Absent comes through with the clutch. As I say that, I do see Draco get a kill in the feed. That's going to be their, our AE is 6, but they're going to have to wait for the baby to come back to be back in full force. So that's not going to hinder them from their travels here as we see Dark Helmet firing. I don't know what the hell he was firing at. Maybe I'm looking at something completely different.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Sometimes, like we've said it, this can be glitchy. I'm trying to figure out what the next plays might be might be happening right now. Miguel from Lockdown gets knocked out by Duff. Duff now with 13 kills, even I believe. They're gonna get 1 more kill into Bad Girl, only leaving Rocket alive for Lockdown Gaming, and Duff having an intense game 3 with 14 kills for themselves right now.
Dark Helmet, another one in the kill feed as he picks up the FHJ and picks up his 3rd kill. 7 on the board for the guys over at AE. They got the tags. Hopefully, 13 seconds on the revive flight for it to take off. And taking a look at the spread here, this is going to be an interesting one. The final circle could have potential for some water, but I'm going to go ahead and call it. It's going to be right in between Radar Base and Black Market and downtown. There we go. Right there it goes. Might be water, though. Who knows? I was expecting it to be a little north. That circle to be a little higher.
Yeah, that's something that we do see that often. That the chance is there of it being on the water, but odds are gonna be looking at the ground for the time being, as most of the safe zone in that circle is gonna be in there. Like you mentioned, if I were to guess, I would also probably have said that it was gonna be a bit to the north part of the map, but it seems like it was not. I'm trying to see it. There's still quite a few teams with 4 players live, being like Dove, NL, Senshu, and a few more as well. So 52 players alive. I think in comparison to last game, there's even more players alive at this moment in the game than it was on the other one.
I have to agree with you. Either of the first the first two games, there was not that many people on the map with this small of a circle. Granted, it's still a lot of area to cover. I believe at this particular time last game we had like 30 players alive, and as we say that, we are going to see players dropping like flies. Scoozy taking down Inyo, Gora picking up another kill for the Aphelion roster, and now we are going to see what happens here. As I do believe the guys over at Wicked Elite are starting to finally play, as they had a slow start to games 1 and 2. They are going to have 7 on the board right now, as Dior is going to go down. Resume is going to pick up a kill. No, Rosewind turns on him. Oh my, Resume. How unfortunate. You go down. The squad is there to have you back, though. Thong Ripper going to go ahead and take some shots, taking down Becky Bot. We're going to see Thong Ripper actually get the thirst, and Dior is going to be killed by Lil Ja. So last revive flight already took off, right? I don't think there's maybe one more. No, there's one more. There's definitely one more.
I think. Yeah, that revive flight is going to take place. I'm not quite sure. I think there is going to be one more, but still, like... with the safe zone being in a place where there's no specific area marked in the map, it's gonna be hard. Like they either drop on a loadout that has already been settled in place, or they're gonna be stuck with a pistol throughout the remaining part of the game. As of right now, I'm trying to look at the teams with the most kills. Of course, Aphelion right now with 11 kills. There's also gonna be the guys over at Dove, like we mentioned, with 14 themselves. Palace eSports already got knocked out. The Mayas, who was at first one of the teams with the most kills, kind of got stuck with 7, but there's still plenty of room for them to increase that number right now. And as I say that, there's even a chance of the Mayas finding the squad of Aphelion and potentially pushing for them, as they have the high ground.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. We are going to see Buddy spot Peaches. Poor Peaches. Get out of there, Peaches! Voodoo got the tags for, it looks like Sakura. Sakura is going to be potentially coming back, as long as Voodoo is able to stay alive. Circle's closing in quickly. We're going to see a plethora of teams right here. This is going to be interesting. We see NL right here. NL actually picks up and takes advantage of a little bit of a zone keep, as we do see Flex get another one. Miguel going to be inside of this building here, and he's going to be forced to push out. Nope, he's going to be in perfect positioning. So we are going to see... we're going to be on board with Demise, as they have 8 kills on the board. Bunny picking up 1. Takes down Miguel, as Miguel was inside of that building. And that is going to take us to our... I don't think there is another revive flight. I think that maybe we have one more come through. I don't know. I can never keep up with it.
Yeah, with at this point in time, I think there's no more revive flights being available for the time being. A few players are dropping in all over the place. One of them being Rosewind, getting knocked out by... I think that was Resme. I'm not quite sure, but players all over the place. How many kills is that Wicked roster that we're talking about holding on to? They're on to 10 kills now. They had a slow start in the tournament, but this game is not looking too bad, as they have 10 kills, like I mentioned, and are, at least as of right now, in the top 11, and potentially still being in a better position, as they're holding on to 4 players alive for themselves. All right, that last circle, or one of the last circles, is going to be filled with people all over the place. 29 people are alive, and they are kind of evenly distributed. I do see the Wicked roster trying to get as much of a high ground as they possibly can, now even jumping onto the NL eSports roster. I do see Resume thinking about pushing onto Flex and iBunny right now. I'm not sure if that's going to work out. He's currently trying to snipe right now, and he did get a shot onto Flex, but that is not going to be enough for a kill as of right now.
Frank Dini taking out Dior. That's not going to be good for that Wicked Elite team. As I was just talking about them having a better third game, we are going to see Dior actually get revived, possibly, if it looks like maybe Thong Ripper can get this. That's a sweet name, Thong Ripper. Dior, no, is going to be taken down. Resume also going to be taken down. That might be it for Wicked Elite, as Texas and Thong Ripper are going to be the only... Well, actually, Texas is going to be the last one. Texas is actually taken down, too. So, GG's to them. They're going to have a top 10 finish, but definitely not a great start to the first 2 games. So, DaBaby in a very compromisable position. He is going to push down to the bottom of the cell. He does not want the smoke. as Draco is actually down and Dark Helmet is completely out of this thing. 13 kills still on the board as they have 2 players alive actually. And Wicked Sin still with 4 players alive, and Duff having a breakout third game performance. They've been stunted to about 15 kills though, because looks like they're playing a little more conservatively.
Yeah, 15 kills, 7 squads alive, 11 now. Now 10 enemies remaining for Duff as of right now. Since they have a full squad, they're gonna be with the 47s. They're gonna be even some of them with a sniper or a shotgun, and they are in a pretty good spot. And although they could be surrounded easily, at the same time they are also in a good spot to third party a few of these fights that are gonna be taking place soon, as the safe zone is gonna be shrinking pretty soon. The safe zone is gonna be on the smallest circle it can get, and with still 14 players alive, the fights are gonna be breaking in anytime right now.
If I am any of these guys, I want to be at where Wicked Sins are at. As I say that, I do see Duff actually come through with the flank, and they're going to be on top of this hill. This might be it for Wicked Sins. As I say that, Danny goes down, so it's a 3v3. 3v2 now as Bot J goes down. Oh, wow. So Bot J goes down. It's a 3v3. All 3 players are alive for Wicked Sins, and we're going to see Duff actually get a position of being eliminated. They went from 4 strong to like 2 strong in a matter of seconds. 1 strong. Matt is the only one alive. 2 players left for the Wicked Sins roster. Mr. Alright is going to be knocked. I don't think you're going to be coming back, my guy. I don't think they're going to be able to get to you. Matt is going to play this conservatively. You might as well just go ahead and bleed that one out. Final circle here. Flex still in the mix. Rocket still in. And 2 players from the Wicked Sins roster. That's going to be 5 players alive in a 2v1v1v1.
Yeah, like they went on to having a full squad. So like you mentioned, only Matt being alive. Ultimately, he's like, nah, I don't want to take no place in no fights anymore. Let me just wait in here, trying to go for the placement. Flex gets the knock onto Rocket. Rocket, it's out of the picture. That's a 2v1v1. Wicked, I think that's Wicked Sins, if I'm not mistaken, are still going to be hiding behind that rock. But the safe zone is going to be getting smaller and smaller. And I do believe that if you look at the minimap, the 3 squads are kind of evenly distributed. So as soon as they have to move, they are all going to be in a fighting position. Of course, being Antisa and Briggs from Wicked Sins, Matt from Duff, and the last remaining player from NL, which is Flex.
We're going to see the smokes come through.
Yeah.
Flex going to push, gets the knock on Antissa, potentially going to get the knock onto... Oh, Flex gets the dub! Matt goes out to the zone. Bree goes down. Oh, my God. He took the 1v2 situation and ran with it. NL eSports coming through in the clutch as Flex flexed them up, boys. Takes the dub for game number 3.
That was some beautiful push by Flex with that shotgun. He was in a 1v2. He took the 2 kills. The last remaining died to the safe zone, so kind of unfortunate for Flex. He could have even pushed for a 3rd kill. Ultimately, that didn't happen, but he does get the victory. He does get the two knocks and brings a really decent game number 3 for NL eSports.
Decent. You are underselling them, my guys. Decent.
Yeah,
23
kills. I'm just trying to...
I'm trying to process, too. Like, how the hell did they get 23 kills?
Yeah. It's like, I know that they killed it twice in a row, right? They had an amazing game number 2. They had an amazing game number 3. But I'm always worried, like they already did it once. Will it happen again? The fact that they get dropped early on the 4th game, that's the thing that my brain got me onto saying decent, because I don't know. I'm just worried about that potential 4th game for them,
So like the first game was a flop. The second game was an absolute stud of a game. That 3rd game, dude, they had, let me remind you, they had like 8 kills going into like that final circle where all 3 of the outer cities were touched. It was like Standoff was one of those, Blackout. I can't remember what the 3 cities were, but the 3 areas on the map, and then everything started to come together, and they just popped the hell off, bro. 23 kills. Where the hell did they come from? The audacity of NL eSports. on the backs of Flex, Bunny, and Scope, dude. These guys popped off 23 kills, bro. That's back-to-back games where they come through in the clutch.
That's 50 kills in 2 games. Now that you're saying it out loud, that's 50 kills in 2 games for NL Esports.
That's huge. That's like roughly 13 kills a game, and then you got the plus 20 for. They got first place last game, right?
They got how many? You said
They got first place last game too, correct?
Yeah, they did. They did
so,
indeed.
I mean, shit. The guys over at Duff had everything set for them. They had the final stages in their hands. And Flex comes through and wrecks all dreams of that. 23 kills for NL. That is massive, bro. Because we do see Wicked Sins actually pick up 6 kills themselves. Duff stunted only 1 more kill after we brought them to the light. They had 15 kills for the longest time, only able to pick up 1 more. Team 17, that's going to be the guys over at Lockdown Gaming, the second team, McGalvin team. They pick up 0 kills, a 4th place finish. And then we got the second. There's like 6 Lockdown Gamings in this tournament. What's going on here?
I think 6 is a lot, but definitely they have a few. They definitely have more than a few. There's Lockdown Gaming. There's No Mercy and Locksmith. Seems like
they're all Lockdown Gaming. Come on, Merle. Let's go. Dark Helmet and Affiliate get a 6th place finish, and they picked up what was that? 14 kills? Yep, 14 kills. So another decent performance for them. Still nothing breakout-ish. They had a hell of a second game. They had a decent third game. Definitely doing better than the guys over at Palace Esports. You got to think, like, what happened there? What was the disconnect? Team 13, that's going to be the guys over at Demise. They have 14 kills and a 7th place finish. Bulls and Team Exotic pick up 8 kills and an 8th place finish, 8-8. And Wicked Elite, who I was just talking about having a better game, they actually have a 9th place finish with what looks like to be 10 kills. So 10 kills for them. Definitely better than where they started at. I believe they only had 1 kill after game 1. And this is where we're going to be at here is a brief, as I'm taking a look at the finals from game 2, Palace Esports going to have a short-lived first place as they find themselves with 106 points after 2 games. So we're going to go ahead and get geared up for this drawing, though. So bear with us as we're on a different channel. I don't have a way of checking the actual thing. I'm going to be communicated through
you
Grim.
do have now. If you get a check onto Discord, you're gonna notice someone is gonna be broadcasting something for you. Verdict.
Oh, what was that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you head over onto Discord, you're gonna notice boy Grim gonna be helping us, so we can also show everyone here in the stream what the giveaway is gonna be looking like.
Oh, awesome! So we actually, Grim, look, everyone, Grimmity is in the VC. Say hey to Grim, guys.
What is going on, everyone?
How are you doing tonight, my guy?
This is the easiest way to win tonight. I mean, like you're only competing against like what, 20 people? Come on now.
3 pairs for 20 people. Come on now. That's like a third chance to win. Come on, anybody can get this thing. 20 people only registered. Dude, you guys got to do better. As I do see the +1s come through, it looks like a little bit of a last-minute push for some registrations as we're done taking a look at the scorecards. We are going to get geared up for Game 4, but before we do that, Grim, talk to us, my guy. Who is going to be our first winner?
All right, you want to pull it?
Go ahead and pull the trigger, my guy. Pull it.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Hey, I'm sending it. I mean, as long as it's not me winning, I'm sending it.
Send it, full send.
Oh my goodness.
Gil, you deserve it, man. You deserve it.
Wait, Gil,
but you're not getting another one.
You're not getting it. I'm calling hacks, dude. Come on, this is rigged. Where's my name at?
Yeah, this is rigged. What's going on?
But I'm not giving Gil more than one. I'm not giving him more than one.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
All right, let me know when you want me to pull again.
Go ahead and pull that trigger. Let's get it knocked out here.
Okay. No.
I cannot, for some reason, for the life of me, I can't hear when he announces it. Oh, you got it on stream. Why didn't you say so, my guy?
Oh, I told you that he was broadcasting.
Man, what
on
am I
Discord.
doing, bro? I did not realize that.
My
Hold
man,
on.
my
Let
man.
me get this pulled up. I'm slacking
All right,
here.
right. Hold on to that name there, Green. This is so funny to me. What the heck is going on? Alright, but yeah, you guys are gonna be able to see that that name onto your screen as soon as Verdict can pull it off onto you guys as well. And remember that even though maybe we might not have like 20 winners today, even if you don't win, you can go ahead and buy some yourself. And if you do so, make sure that you're going to be using that M6 code for the super sweet 10% discount for you guys.
There we go. We have it right here. Zyra going to be your second place winner, your second winner. Gilmania, the co-caster of tonight's event, takes the bag in the first position, and we are going to see Zyra take the second one. All right, so guys, gearing up for the third person who is going to get it, guys. We got God's Eye. Bot's Eye is not going to be it. I'm going to go and call it here. If Bot's Eye gets it, I'm going to be pissed.
Pros Poppy.
Poppy!
Happy.
Poppy!
Poppy! You get the third pair of thumb sleeves brought to you by the guys over at SXC Thumb Sleeves. Gilmania was the first, Zyra was the second, now Pros Poppy. Let's go.
Make sure they're both in chat. I'm not seeing a Zyra.
Yo, we're going to have to do it like this, guys. If you're not present in the chat when we do the giveaway, which means you're going to have to...
Here.
Yeah, okay. Pros Poppy's going to win. Thank you for being present, my guy. All you got to do is be present. You ain't even got to be active. I want you to be active, but all you got to be is present.
All right, I'm going to respin it for Zyra. Irby.
Good old Irby.
Not here. Boo.
Irby.
Spin it again.
Come on, Verdict.
That's
Oh, no, this is rigged.
again.
No, hit that again. No.
That's how many few people we had in this giveaway.
Chaotic!
There we go.
Definitely Chaotic's got to be...
Definitely here,
Yeah.
just to the hype.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Well, we're going to go ahead and reciprocate that hype and turn it into a pair of thumb sleeves from the guys over at SXC. That's right, guys. Head over to sxc.gg. Use code MESEEKS. All right. You said it was 10% discount?
10%.
Jesus, bro. You're just giving
Get your
away thumb
taxes covered.
sleeves.
All right,
right.
y'all. You guys have a good game 4. Bring on the heat. Catch you
Bring it
later.
on! Grimmity, as always, appreciate you stopping by, my guy. We're going to go ahead and get geared up for game number 4. If you missed the giveaway, I'm not sorry. That's on you, my guy. We'll see you back here for next time. But don't go anywhere, though, because we still have a 4th game to play and a very exciting one, if I don't say so myself. This is anticipation being built up. We'll take a look at the scorecard as I have that pulled up, too. Before we jump into game number 4, as I said, Palace Esports is going to have a short-lived first place finish. Am I right?
Palace Esports, you said?
Yeah, they are in first place at the moment. They're not anymore.
Yeah.
That's
they
after
are
game
definitely
3.
not anymore. Like
Or
you
game
mentioned
2, I
that
meant, I'm
they
sorry.
got. I didn't even realize you were the one who first brought it up to me. And NL Esports with a hefty lead. I don't know. I was talking about the fact that they struggled a lot on game 1, but with 50 kills between game 2 and 3, that is gonna position themselves into potentially first place. Remember, this is all unofficial. We're just guessing based off what we're looking at. But yeah, pretty well done by NL Esports so far. Now let's wait and see if they can bring the same amount of heat onto game 4. That is probably gonna be starting out pretty soon in here.
That is right. That is right. We do see a short-lived first place finishing after 2 games for the guys over at Palace Esports. This is official scoring. So everything that we talk about in between games is going to be unofficial. You know, we're trying to tally up points, kind of figure out everything. I'm gonna be honest with you. It seemed like a great idea to do it in your head at first, but then afterwards, it's just like, forget about it, bro. I can't keep up with all that. We are gonna see a plethora of people actually jump in, dudes. Come on now, come on, man. You dropped the ball, and we do see three lucky contestants who were present in stream pick up their free pair of finger sleeves, brought to you by guys over at SXC. Huge shout out to them. Huge shout out to HyperX. Huge shout out to Trovo, JuJu, and of course SNS, dude. SNS provides the cash prize for this tournament. So a big shout out to SNS as we are about to get geared up for game number 4. Predictions. Who is going to bring their A game and who is going to crap the bed? This is the moment of truth. We are jumping right into it, bro. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it.
Game 4. Still, there's still a solid chance that it can be maybe not the greatest game for NL eSports and potentially bring some room for some others. Like, of course, Palace eSports. Not gonna be necessarily that close. They did bring a few kills last game, so that's gonna kind of help.
Sorry.
But they're gonna
two kills, a couple kills. That's not a few. That's a couple.
A couple.
a couple.
Kills.
A couple is 2, few is 3, and then anything after that is a plethora. 2 kills is not gonna cut it, Palace eSports. We're not gonna cut you any break, bro. We know what your potential is. You gotta live up to it, guys. You gotta live up to that hype. You ain't gonna be handed anything here, Citrus. I love you, bro.
Yeah, we love you all, and because of that same reason, is that we gotta up to you guys to a higher standard. You know, we were definitely expecting a lot more, and for one reason or another, they've been struggling in most of the games from last week and this week as well. They just have been struggling a lot. They had one good game so far. But that one good game is not gonna be enough for the other 2 that they definitely they just couldn't keep up with the enemies.
They couldn't, bro.
This flight takes in place, and I see no aerial platform. I'm intrigued to see where they're gonna be going. They haven't even dropped off the flight just yet. They're just being patient. They don't want to instantly drop. They want to think better about where they're landing, and as they jump off. I'm not sure if it's going to be an early fight for them, but if it is, let's see if they can finally bring some heat onto their opponents, starting off right at the beginning of the game.
So yeah, of course, we're going to be geared on with the guys over at Palace eSports because they are in a make-or-break situation. They're going to be encountering none other than Demise. Draco gets on the board early, takes down Scoozy, and we are going to see Gora get one onto another Dementor player. That is going to be very unfortunate for them as they're down to 2 players now. Citrus going to get the first kill, gets the first knock and thirst, takes down Frost, not holding back anything. He's going to be in potential of being knocked here as we do see Ultra actually get the bad end of that stick. And now 2 players left for Demise. They might be that team that crafts a bet here as we do see a 2v2, a 2v4 ensue. Actually a 3, or no, I'm sorry, a 2v4 still as, no, they're going to be wiped? What the hell? Did I miss anything?
Wait, who are we talking in here about being wiped?
That's gonna be Demise.
Well,
I don't even see
so?
them on. Yeah, that's
there's one less squad in the game, so is that gonna be the Mayas though?
Wow, that's tough, bro. That's super tough. Unfortunate.
Yeah, the Mayas should, pretty unfortunate. They should be 13, and they're missing 12 onto 14. That means that the Mayas, in one way or another, they got swiped out of the game. Extremely, probably one of the quickest I've seen today for them. That is for sure the case. And all right, that is gonna be one less contestant for the first place, and pretty unfortunate turn of events for them. But I'm sure that the others that were also aiming for that first place, I'm gonna be kind of happy that was the case.
I'm taking a look at that map that Gore was taking a look at. That's interesting. We do see players being moved. He's going to use that information, going to be calling out. Dark Helmet, doesn't matter. He's going to be spotted. He's going to be taken out. TC Gaming is going to get the better of that as he gets to finish. Bull's picking up a kill, and Gora left on his own. This is going to be where that moment of truth for the guys over at Affiliate is. Are you going to be able to bounce back? You got 4 kills. Are you going to be able to get back in the game? Now, this is going to be a make-or-break moment for them. I'm going to call it here. Affiliate, this determines your resiliency in becoming a consistent top-tier team, bro. This is on you, Gora. We're not going to stick around to watch. We're just going to see if it pans out on the kill feed, as we're going to be on gear or on board with the guys over at Team 14. That is going to be Exotic Esports, as they are going to be taking on Team 7, man. It seems like Team 7 is just going to be that team today. Poor guys. They are left with 2 players alive. They're not going to be able to get any kind of revives, though, and Ari is down too, so they're on the brink of elimination. That's tough.
Yeah,
Rip.
Raked by Reapers. Yeah, Raven got knocked out, and like you mentioned, they're going to be out of the picture. Excited 4 kills. Quite a few teams with 4 kills already, even Aphelion. Seems like it was Gora, the one that was left alive. He does get 2 players back in place. I don't know what happened with Dark Helmet, but I don't know if they like if this is a spectator glitch, but if they don't get that revive flight, that's definitely gonna hurt the team of Aphelion. Today most of them have been doing pretty okay, but having 1 less player is definitely gonna hurt.
Yeah, Dark Helmet's one of those guys you got to have, and if I'm not mistaken, I did see him go down like right before the revive flight was about to full send, so I'm sure they'll have plenty of time to get those tags. Whether or not they do it is going to be, the matter of how they move forward with this game. Now, if it was just Dark Helmet alive and it was just no one else alive for Affiliate, I would guarantee you he would be the last person alive playing for placement. He'd be going for all the kills of the game. As we do see Raul in the kill feed, Lockdown Gaming. Draco's going to go down to Resume, so that's actually, we're going to put, that's where we're going to be jumping on some action. Actually, I do see Scope taking down some players, so we're going to jump on with the guys over at NL Esports as they pick up their first game. Perfect's going to be down. Scope is going to be taking some shots on the Raw Harley. Now, we're going to have a situation where NL might not get the better of this transaction, but I do see Flex actually taking down Harley. That's it's going to be one less player that they have to deal with. Perfect's going to get rezzed, and that's going to be it for NL. We're going to go ahead and jump back on board with who are we going to be looking at, as the mini-map is deceiving me. I can't really tell who's in the vicinity of who.
Yeah, I think we might see Lockdown Gaming 16. A little bit close to the guys of the squad number 15. Rivals Esports, we've seen them the whole day being with 2 players. We barely heard about them at all, if I'm being honest. They even, they're not in a position to fight right now, so not too much to say. Wait, what happened with Bunny? I see him on the feed with a...
that's him taking down a care package.
Oh, okay.
Anytime you see that and you see the FHJ and then just a shot, like his name and then the FHJ, that means they take down or take shots at the care packages. We do see them pushing right over to that area where it was taken down. They're actually going to be encountered by the guys over at Team 11. Peach is on the kill feed. Peach is getting some vehicular homicide. Love you, girl. Make sure you come in and tell us what's up before the games are over with here. We are going to see... Oh! Helicopter goes down. Wicked Elite going to be in a 4v4 against the guys over at NL. Forced hand as the heli goes down. Bunny is going to retreat and get his situation taken care of. Peaches on the board twice now? Oh, no. Peaches goes down. Peaches!
Yeah, Peaches got eliminated as they are now fighting against squad number 4. Voodoo gets a knock onto Just Nero, and I think that's Senshu that SNS is fighting against, and that's only going to be leaving Mystique alive, who is on the snowboard trying to run away as quickly as possible. Might be able to pull it through with only 21 HP remaining, and SNS now with, I think there was like, 3 kills for them? Yeah, 3 kills. Peaches got 1, Voodoo as well, and Enyo too. I do wanted to give it a look to the squad over at Mystics Fidelis, but it's only 2 players, and on top of that, they're actually quite outside of the safe zone, so not too much to comment on that. But if you do look at Outpost, I think that maybe Palace Esports would be on the brink of a fight right now against Lockdown.
I'm actually still on board with the guys over at NL. They are in a fight with Resume from Elite.
Ooh,
Wicked Elite is putting up some numbers here. Forestone comes through and gets the finish on Perfect. Flex and Scope going to be the last 2 players alive. Flex is going to be in the revive flight here. Senpai in the feed as we'll actually go ahead and jump on over there to them. I just felt like it was, for purposes of finishing, I know they have a uncontested first place position at the moment. They're nowhere near anybody else. They're in a league of their own. Scope is going to get those tags, and they are going to be back in full force. Resume going to be spotted in the midst of that. Resume is going to be thirsted. That is going to be it for Wicked Elite, as Resume caught no man's land. Scope took full advantage of him and absolutely violated him. Poor Resume. We'll see you back next week, my guy. Very unfortunate, as we do see Gora in the kill feed as well. And a great start for the guys over at Palace Esports. They have 9 on the board now, as Raul, Citrus, Senpai, and Ansi looking to make a comeback. They've only got one player from Team 16 alive to take on, and they are not going to be able to get him. He is out of the mix. That's going to be Lil Ja. Lil Ja takes to the hills on his snowboard, and he's going to live to fight another day.
Yeah, 10 kills for themselves. They only have one player kind of close to them, so there's still a chance that they might find him. But as of right now, the fight with Palace Esports has come to a break, as they don't have like a vehicle to transport besides the snowboard. So we must wait to see and if they are going to be engaging in any other fight. I'm trying to look at the minimap. I'm not sure if you do see any other sort of fight breaking in place right now.
I guess we can go aboard with Bulls. Bulls, oh my god, Dark Helmet goes down again. Oh, dude, what is going on? Dark Helmet's just not having his normal game. Stony takes him out. Stony is, he's being pretty lethal right now. I believe he's got like 2 or 3 kills, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure what team he's even on. 3 kills for him, as he's on team 21. That's going to be Stony, Tango, O-Thug, and Maya from Lux. Maya is going to go down from Gora. Gora and Aphelion, regardless of how many players they have alive, actually they have full 4 now as the revive flight comes through. And I think I might have spoke a little too soon, as I do see Draco actually go down. The baby coming back from the revive flight. They're going to go straight towards what looks like maybe Dark Helmet. Yeah, Dark Helmet's going to be in the vicinity too, so they're not going to be anywhere near their teammate to help, but the baby is, so we're actually going to stay on board with them, as they're going to be on the outskirts of these buildings in between Ski Town and Outpost. Draco goes down yet again to Flex. Flex takes out 2. Wow, Flex. Flexing. How appropriate.
Flexing indeed. That is going to bring NL Esports to 8 kills, which is not too bad. Of course, like they're still in a comfortable spot, so although they could be playing a bit more passively, they kind of are. They are not getting away from the fights, as I do see them being rather close to the squad number 21. Right there, that's going to be Tango getting knocked down. Perfect. Gets killed by Stony. Flex is going to be pushing onto Stony so he can get the revenge. Gets a thirst. He is now getting pushed onto the last remaining player, I believe, from the squad number 21. He is still going to be using that shotgun. Gets the knock. And that is the power of a good used shotgun and that poltergeist that, although, of course, you can see the player, if you're not on 100% attention to your screen, he can fly by you, and with someone with a shotgun, that's going to take you down as quickly as one shot, like we just witnessed right there.
The baby going to be spotted by Citrus. Citrus is on a bloodthirsty trail, man. My guy is thirsty, as he is out for vengeance. 5 kills for him, 10 kills total for the guys over at Palace. We're going to need to see a phenomenal game 4 here for us to even mention them in a first place contention. And with NL Esports still being alive, they had 2 back-to-back hell of a game. They're up to 12 kills themselves. They're not stopping. Bunny goes down as Danny from Duff takes him out. Danny from Duff is going to be spotted. I do believe Scope is going to take some shots. He's going to be pushing this aggressively. This is questionable in my opinion. Oh, no, he does not get him. Danny is going to veer off, as we do see Citrus actually in the kill feed yet again. He picks up his 6th. So battle of back and forth. These guys are trying to dominate here in this last game. This is a lot of ground that the guys over at Palace Esports need to make up.
Yeah, they definitely need to get as many kills as they possibly can. They are usually aggressive, but they need to be even more so now that they are in the back for quite a considerable amount of points.
God, did you just see that nade?
Yeah, I saw the nade and maybe didn't get the kill, but definitely get the damage. So he was wow, and then now destroy the helicopter.
What the hell, dude?
Pure
that was
destruction left and right.
there was no luck about that. That nade was so well placed, and I'm not sitting here talking highly because he's my co-caster. Whatever we casted the EU Battle Royale event. That was just one hell of a nade, bro. I had just peeked over to his screen to see what he was doing. And I see a nade just chuck out of nowhere into that second story window. Hell of a place nade from Citrus as they pick up 13. They're going to need a lot more in order to fight for that first place spot, though, right?
Yeah, they have 13, but the squad of NL is nowhere behind, actually, with 13 kills themselves. So far, not the result that they're expecting for, but still plenty of game remaining. I do see from NL eSports that Perfect is in the middle of a chase going up against none other than Dark Helmet, who's had such a tough game. I think he's died like what 2-3 times
He's
already.
been on that
Now being
revive fight
chased.
more than he's actually killed this game, which is not normal for him.
Oh, he might be trying to fight against Perfect right now. Even let's see if he can actually get it. Nope, he just got out of the way yet again. There you got it. Flex. None other than Flex gets the knock, gets the thirst. That is 14 for NL Esports. And Dark Helmet is just yet again knocked out into the game, to the ground.
I think the same could be said about the guy Bunny. Bunny just not having his best game, as we do see him absolutely one shot. He's going to be spotted. He is going to be potentially taken out here. This is just a very unfortunate game for both him and my guy Dark Helmet. Dark Helmet usually puts on, double-digit numbers in instances. He is going to be stunted to one kill this game, and that's going to be very unfortunate for him as Palace Esports Citrus back in the mix. I'm telling you, Citrus is focused this game. If anybody's zoned in, it's going to be this guy. 9 kills, to be exact.
Yeah, they needed a good game. Citrus is making it all, putting on as much work as he possibly can. Right now, being in the middle of a smoke, trying to get outside of there. He's gonna be now looking left and right to potential more victims for him. Like you mentioned, 9 kills. That's more than half the amount of kills that his team has in total. I think he might even spot the players from NL Esports, which in a way could be good because if they do it properly and get the knock onto them, that could sort of give them a chance. As NL Esports, they have Palace has 15 and NL also has 15. So this fourth game has been neck to neck, but they need more than that for Palace Esports to end up in first place.
All right, Raul's going to get a knock on the Rise from the Caritas team. Poor Rise, he's going to be taken down. I'm not sure if he's going to be thirsted. Looks like he might get res, though, because it looks like he was on the top of a hill where, you can't really take shots. Flex and Team NL playing this very smartly. They are going to push up to the top of the hill before they engage anymore with Palace. Rise does get Raul does get the thirst. And now we're going to see a plethora of players on this hill. Bull's going to be in the mix. God's Eye going to be in the mix. Deranged going to be in the mix from Exotic. Flex going to take him out. As Josh Dayrath also going to be taken out by Bunny. Bunny finally getting on the board. I think he had a goose egg going into this. And we are going to see Perfect actually down and out. The last revive flight just took place about 30 seconds to a minute ago. Gora going to go for the airdrop. Gora's going to be pushed by Flex. Flex is in his bag tonight. And Flex is going to get the better of that transaction after Bunny pushes through on the backside. They pinch my guy Gora to death, bro. And I don't say that lightly. I mean that in the highest sense. Gora got pushed and pinched to death. He is gone. He is out of this fourth game. Scope is down and out as the baby comes through for some revenge. And now what you don't need if you're at L Esports is for the guys over at AE to bring their bit of terror on you, because you open that bag, that's not going to be something that you're going to be able to recover from.
Yeah, Aphelion still 2 players alive, Draco and the baby. The baby without shotgun gonna be pushing onto different squad at once. He's gonna get the knock onto Bunny. He's gonna try to get the second knock. He does not. gets knocked out by Flex, and the same goes for Draco. Feeling gets outside of the game, and like you mentioned, Flex is just on fire now with 11 kills himself, even trying to rest his ally, but he's now being pushed over by Viper. Viper wants to take no fight, but it's not enough for Flex it's actually enough for Flex to get the knock with that shotgun. I don't know what the attachments might be in this HSO for Flex, but I definitely want to have some of that. 12 kills for himself alone in this game.
My guy Citrus right there to knock Antissa. That's going to be his 12th, as Citrus puts 22 on the board for, or 22 on the board for Palace, 12 alone for the guy Citrus. Citrus and NL, or Palace and NL fighting it out, but I think that NL might be out of place here. 2 players only alive. Bull's going to be spotted by Flex. Flex is going to get that knock and kill. That's going to be very unfortunate for Bulls. Bulls had 10 kills too, bro. 10 freaking kills. So we got 3 players with double digits alone in the lobby. Oh, my God. Oh, boy. Palace knocks and takes out NL. This is making for a very intense game 4. God's Eye going to be taking some shots from Anti. Oh, my God. Does that Peaches throw out her name in the mix? Peaches
yeah.
comes. Peaches, you dirty, dirty girl. Peaches is going to be taken out, unfortunately. And we are going to see Palace eSports take game number 4 in a dramatic fashion. Poor Peaches. Peaches stole the kill from... God's Eye, you're a simp, bro. I think you sold that kill to Peaches. I'm going to go out. They're in cahoots.
Who knows? Who knows? It could have been the case, but like you mentioned, it was such a good game. Of course, with Bulls dropping double digits, NL Esports and Palace fighting all the way to the end. Ultimately, with Palace actually taking the kills onto NL Esports. Unfortunately, a bit too late as NL also dropped 20 bombs. So having 2 teams in the same game with 20, I think it was like 23 for NL, 20, like 26 for Palace. That is so crazy to see 2 teams with that many kills in only one lobby.
I gotta point something out here. My girl Peaches dropped 5 kills, even though God's Eye, I'm convinced, sold that kill to her. God's Eye and team gets a 3rd place finish. You dirty dog, God's Eye. How could you? Citrus was taking the shots. Peaches cleans it up for him. Don't worry, Citrus. Peaches comes through and gets that kill. Imagine if the scoreboard came down to 3 points, bro. The difference.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Imagine the intensity there, but I don't think it is. I think NL Esports, even though Citrus and Team Palace came through in that last game and put on a show for us, I don't think it's going to be enough. Am I right?
I think you are probably right. Unfortunately, I don't think we have the scoreboard for 3rd game. But I want to point it out once again, not only Palace and NL, but Citrus and Flex, 13 kills each. My goodness, what a way to play for both of these players. It was so unbelievably crazy how they're like kind of dominating the map, but it felt like it was on 2 different sides of the map at once. Ultimately coming down to them finally fighting at the very end. But 13 kills, so crazy. Citrus and Flex, definitely one of the most important players in this 4th game. Like we mentioned, probably won't be enough for Palace and NL Esports. Just doing they needed an okay game on the 4th one. They had an extraordinary 4th game. This is gonna be NL Esports having a pretty game 1. They got dropped down extremely quickly, but the next 3 they let me let you know, that was more than 20 kills each game. That was 27, 23, and 20. How many was in this one? 22.
22, correct.
So yeah, that is just crazy, dude.
That is crazy, bro. I think NL Esports is going to take the bag. Even though it was a very great 4th game for the guys over at Palace Esports, NL Esports had 3 back-to-back games where they put 20 plus on the board. 2 first place finishes on top of that, and a 4th place finish. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. The guys over at NL Esports are going to be back-to-back champions. Unfortunate for the guys at Palace Esports, their attempts to come back were just not enough, bro. So We are going to go ahead and get geared up for a potential raid. I'm going to see if my guy Grim wants to go ahead and start that after we catch up. Shoot him a text to let him know. Until then, that's actually going to be the ending of our stream, guys. Gil, I'm going to leave you with the final words, bro.
Yeah, sure. Final words, of course, as per usual. Thank you all so much for being here. Pleasure to be able to broadcast to you guys all of this so great action. We had one of those weeks yet again where with a new team like the NL eSports back-to-back champions and being here for only 2 weeks. That is pretty impressive to me. Thank you guys, of course, also for having me in here. It's always a pleasure to be co-casting with you, my friend Verdict. Thank you so much for having me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and as per usual, don't forget to check our sponsors, and I'll catch you on the next one.
You heard the guy. Check the sponsors out. Use code MESEEKS, JuJu Energy, and SXC Thumbsleeve. Big shout out to SNS, as they are the prize pool champions. I appreciate you, bro. You come through in the clutch week in, week out. Join me tomorrow as we will be back live for some Mobile Mayhem EU. It's going to be starting at 2 p.m. Eastern time, maybe 3 p.m. Eastern time. Stay in the loop. Appreciate you guys for coming through. As always, much love from the boy Verdict. Much love to my guy Gil, comes through week in, week out. I appreciate you too, bro. And we'll see you back live next week. Get ready for a raid. Not sure who we're going to do it for, but I'm sure Griminy will be in charge of that. So thank you guys for signing out.